I'm going to do a quick review of the Hormel Compleats, the sausage gravy and roasted potato. I've never had this before. I'm actually eating it for lunch. So it's ready for in 60 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the package up, and if I can do this with one hand. And there's the package they come in. And what I usually do is I pull this part up and vent it. I don't usually cut into it. But if you just kind of pull it up and to where it vents just a little bit, and stick it in the microwave. And like I said, this one's for 60 seconds, so I'm going to stick it in the microwave and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. While that's cooking, I wanted to mention that this meal is 350 calories for the entire thing, and looks pretty good. Creamy sausage gravy with roasted potatoes. We'll see how it tastes. As you can see, pull this plastic piece off, and it's gotta be really careful not to burn yourself. That goes in the garbage, and well, it looks pretty good. It's the gravy seems to be pretty runny. It's not a really thick gravy. It looks like it has plenty of potatoes and sausage in it. So I'm gonna let this cool off for just a few seconds, and then I'll eat it. You can see where I had it vented, it did run over some, so I always put a paper towel in the microwave and put a paper towel underneath of it while I'm eating it, because sometimes it overruns on the end you vent it and runs out onto the microwave and onto the table. So always put something underneath of it. Okay, it's cooled off enough. I think I can eat it now. I've got a little bit of sausage and potato in here. It smells really good. It really does smell good. Let me see. It's got a pretty good flavor. It's I mean, it's not as good as what you get in a restaurant, but it is it's really good. It's got a good peppery flavor. It's good and spicy. The potatoes are a little firm, but they're not squishy, so that's good. It really does have a good flavor. Probably better for a breakfast than it is for a lunch, because the flavor is just kind of, you know, sausage and gravy. It's really not spectacular. I mean, it's not by itself. It doesn't really stand well by itself. Let's put it that way. It'd be really good if it had a biscuit or some toast or something like that with it. But it's good. I'm not going to complain about it. Okay, after eating the entire sausage and gravy and potatoes meal by itself, I wanted to follow up with my final thoughts. It's not really good by itself. If you were to eat it like over top, like if I had a biscuit or if I had a couple pieces of toast and poured it over top of that, and you know, ate it with something else, it probably would have been really good. But by itself, just as a meal, eating it with a spoon, it was a little just too bland, kind of. I mean, it did have a little bit of a spice to it, but it was really just, I mean, it'd be kind of like eating soup broth without anything in the soup. So it's kind of what that was like. The potatoes were good, but potatoes really don't have a lot of flavor in themselves, really. The sausage was okay. That's probably where most of the spice came from. The gravy was really just a holder for the sausage and potatoes. It really didn't have a really strong gravy flavor. So if it had been over top of something, I think I would have liked it better. But by itself, I don't know that I would buy it again and eat it by itself.